What's going on, everyone? Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today we're talking about Progenity or PROG or PROG stock. I just wanted to make an update for you guys. I already know there's going to be a few people in the comments asking about bbig stock. So for you guys, I will be making an update on bbig stock later tonight. So hold your horses. No need for that comment. What about bbig stock? But today we're talking about Progenity. Obviously, the entire stock market is going through an uncertain phase right now, which is in general not necessarily a good sign. And this could spill over to some of our highly shorted stocks. Progenity, no exception. It was up a bunch today. It gave up some of those gains with the volatility that we were seeing in S&P 500. So as this Ukraine situation develops, as the interest rate situation develops, it'll definitely spill over into some of our highly shorted stocks. So make sure you're aware of that. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and join my live stream. It starts at 9:15 a.m. each and every single day. The market is open and we go throughout the day, so make sure you stop in on my live stream and say hi. But let's get right into it. So first things first, the sponsor of today's video is Moomoo. You can check out Moomoo using that second link below in the description or the first link in the pinned comment section. Moomoo's a licensed FINRA brokerage. They do absolutely no payment for order flow. Unlike Webull, unlike Robinhood, Moomoo does none of that. They also have a brokerage promotion where they're giving away up to $7,000. You can see it right here on the screen, as long as you deposit $1 on their platform. So all you have to do is click that link, open an account, link your bank account, deposit $1. You can get up to $7,000 in free stock. So you can find that using the link below. They also have a promotion that lasts through the end of February. It has the wrong date here. If you deposit $100, you can get an extra share of AMC. So it's literally free money. You could potentially get an Apple stock, an Amazon stock, a Google stock. Someone has gotten Apple stock before. I'm sure people have gotten Amazon and Google. They just haven't mentioned it to me. So you can find that using the second link below in the description. But let's get right into the analysis. So here we have Progenity's chart. I have the weekly chart first because I like to look at the macro technicals before we look at the micro. The macro is showing nice bullish divergence here on the weekly chart in Progenity, which is a very solid sign that we can continue. We're on our second green Heikin-Ashi candle. If we're looking back to the past, it usually takes a decent amount, at least 4 right here, for the bullish pressure to fade off after we get that weekly green dot. Moving into the daily chart, this is where it gets a little spicy because there is a little bit of bearish divergence here. As you guys can see, boom, not too significant, but the daily chart is definitely showing some signs of weakness in terms of what we're seeing here on Market Cipher. We potentially are going to be getting that red dot very shortly, and we're under bearish money flow. So the daily chart's not looking too great. Looking in at the 4-hour chart, again, 4-hour chart's looking pretty decent, but it's not really telling us too much. The hourly chart is again showing some more bearish divergence, so we have to put it on the chart. Boom, this is bearish divergence. There was also bearish divergence right here on Progenity chart, and what we're seeing is the green money flow is starting to subside. So the hourly chart is definitely posing some risk in Progenity. We also rallied today, but we got a lower high on the hourly chart, right? So a lower high is another bearish sign. Boom, connect the two highs right there, lower high. So Progenity could potentially be entering into a downtrending position right now, where it would come back down. Now, obviously, this could play out differently. This is just what I'm seeing on the technicals in Progenity right now by using Market Cipher. You can check out Market Cipher. There's a link below in the description as well. Moving into the short interest, it's nowhere to be found here on the short squeeze leaderboard, which is why I'm a bit confused over this past rally. Obviously, I'm not complaining. I'm just a bit confused. Fintel has them at 151 on their short squeeze leaderboard, so they're nowhere near the top. The The Ortex data is also looking a bit more juicy than it did, but it's not looking super juicy, only at a 0.82 days of cover. That's pretty normal for Progenity. The utilization spiked up to 100%, which is what I wanted to show you, because last week on February 7th right here, it spiked up from 87% up to 100%. And this was also a day where the securities lending volume was high for not only Progenity, but for a lot of highly shorted stocks, including AMC. An interesting move, and it honestly marked a pretty bullish setup, because you can see right here, ever since 208, I mean, Progenity has been going up for the most part, and that's essentially the day where it really spiked up, and then the following days proceeded to have over $2 per share for Progenity. So that was an interesting day. It also essentially set the tone for AMC. AMC started having a bullish flow after that. So it could essentially be a rotation back into these shorted stocks, and potentially some short covering did in fact happen recently. I'm just speculating on what happened there. There was some new Progenity news that I can touch up on here. Progenity strengthens intellectual property for single molecule detection technology with additional patent. So from that news forward, it did start moving up. As you guys can see, it did in fact mark the bottom of Progenity's downtrend here. Now today we got this news from Benzinga Wire saying that Progenity shares are trading higher, not seeing any company specific news from the session. So there's not really any new news that Progenity is rallying on. Potentially it's a continuation of what we were seeing beforehand. However, when this situation does play out, where we're seeing a lot of bullish momentum, but we're not necessarily seeing news to back it up, I like to jump into this flow to see exactly what is going on. Now, over the past week or so, there's tons of bullish call options before 214. So over the past week or so, Progenity has definitely been relatively bullish on the flow. And if we slap on the bid side, it's also been pretty bullish, selling of a put option here. And then today, if we're looking at the ask side only whale flow, it is in fact pretty bearish, about 67% bearish. So at this point, the technicals and the whales are lining up to making it look bearish. Doesn't mean it is bearish, it's just showing that that's what whales are thinking, that's what the technicals are thinking. We also saw call volume pick up 2829, so last week, and now it's back down to new lows. And if we're looking at the biggest option trades of the day, they were majority bearish, 80% bearish here, majority of it being the buying of these put options. As you guys can see right here, the top 3 trades were buying put options, and then the next 5 were selling call options. Max pain for 218 is $1.50, which would imply about a 35-cent decline by expiration if it does go to max pain. On Friday, there was an interesting amount of dark pool volume, the most amount of dark pool volume that we've seen in a while, and the gamma exposure is positive. However, there's not too much gamma locked to the float of Progenity, so I'm not necessarily expecting super volatile movements from a gamma squeeze right now. Anyways, my friends, that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like if you guys did. That's my update on Progenity, PROG. I'd probably hold off from buying it at this moment. It doesn't mean that it's going to go back to the lower ones. It could definitely consolidate around 150, 160. But for now, it just doesn't look like it has an extremely bullish setup. I haven't seen an insane amount of confirmations from whales. I check the whale flow on this each and every single day. It seems to be running on what appears to be not too much news. It could be a bunch of short covering leading to the rally that we've seen recently. They've made money on their short position. They have been closing it. It could just be a technical reversal. It's been downtrending. It's making a comeback back up, and it might continue to downtrend. It's really hard to say without news. We have earnings in March, I believe. There could be some anticipation leading up to those earnings. We might get an announcement of a big pharma partnership before then or at the next earnings. It's really hard to say, and I would like to see some more confirmation from whales before I really get conviction behind this trade. So for that reason, right now, I'm not super bullish on Progenity. However, my opinion could be changing in the future. Anyways, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to know if I buy or sell Progenity or any other stock, you can do so by using my trade alerts, that first link in the description below. Also, if you'd like to sign up for Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video, no payment for order flow, licensed FINRA brokerage. It's that second link below in the description. And they're doing that giveaway of up to $7,000 in free stock as long as you deposit $1 on their platform. That's all I got, guys. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. See ya.